In a world buzzing with notifications and social media invitations, there's an ironic twist to our lives. We're all about connection, wanting to be seen and heard, yet many secretly crave something entirely different: solitude. It's that delicious urge to step back, kick up your feet, and simply relish the quiet. Just think about it. How many times have you wanted to escape to a world where your only companion is your inner thoughts? Sounds blissful, right? Initially, indulging in this desire might feel a tad selfish, like you should be out there mingling instead of huddled alone with your thoughts. However, what if I said that this longing for solitude is completely normal, even crucial? For years, I walked the line of social norms, believing that being the life of the party was the secret sauce to thriving in life. Teachers and friends nudged me, and society echoed a similar sentiment. Yet, clarity often came when I slipped away into stillness rather than being swept away in social whirlwinds. This led to a fascinating discovery: the paradox of solitude. We, as social beings, thrive on connections, weaving bonds that help us survive. Yet, our brains have this special ability to process and reflect, which often requires stepping back from the hustle and bustle. Studies show that those who carve out intentional time alone not only boost their creativity but also their emotional resilience and self-awareness. Who knew solitude could be such a powerhouse? Hey everyone, welcome to Psychologist Jeep, the quiet corner of the internet built for overthinkers, deep feelers, and all the introverts who genuinely enjoy spending time alone more than spending time with anyone else. If solitude feels like your natural habitat, you're not broken, you're just wired to recharge in silence while the world keeps shouting. So before we dive deeper, take a second to like the video, share, and drop a comment. Let's explore the mind together, one gentle, introverted thought at a time. But hold on. There's a twist. When solitude is thrust upon us, like in cases of forced isolation, it feels heavy and painful. However, when we choose solitude, it morphs into a splendid source of strength. It's not about saying goodbye to the world. Rather, it's about recharging ourselves so we can return to the game more whole. That's the golden secret often hidden in the chaos of our lives. Have you ever wondered why solitude tugs at our hearts? It's because silence can speak to us in ways that chaos never could. During the daily grind, our brains are bombarded with information about everything from work emails to that endlessly scrolling feed on our phones. Each noise adds layers, drowning out the whispers of our minds. Solitude is not just an escape, it's a chance for mental calibration, allowing clarity to rise and shine. Consider solitude as a sort of cleaning house for the mind, separating metaphorical clutter so you can actually hear and heed those whispers that often get drowned out. Without that precious alone time, it's like trying to eavesdrop on a conversation during a rock concert. But when you embrace silence, those internal whispers can turn into a harmonious symphony. Yet, there's a common confusion lurking around solitude that is often mixed up with loneliness. Let's clear that up. While being alone doesn't equate to being lonely, many often grapple with that misinterpretation. Embracing solitude can actually empower and invigorate you. So, the next time you feel the pull to retreat and recharge, throw on your comfiest pajamas and embrace the tranquility. After all, that's where the magic often happens. Loneliness and solitude often get tangled together, but they're starkly different. Loneliness is that nagging sensation of emptiness, knocking on your heart's door, begging for company. Solitude, in contrast, is like a cozy armchair by the fireplace, an embrace of self-sufficiency. Imagine being shut out of a lively party when all you want is a quiet nook to sip tea and enjoy your own thoughts. The culture around us tends to celebrate high-energy interactions, so it's no surprise we often struggle to find and articulate the beauty of solitude. So, when was the last time you basked in your own presence? No phone buzzing, no TV flickering, just you, yourself, and a delightful void. For many, that can be weeks, months, or even years. This absence of personal time stirs a longing deep within, a thirst for a mental space free from the performance and expectation that life often bombards us with. It's a basic human need, yet hardly anyone talks about it. How interesting that great minds throughout history, like Virginia Woolf and Henry David Thoreau, recognized the importance of seeking out solitude for reflection and creativity. In fact, there's scientific support for the cult of alone time. A curious study at the University of Virginia asked participants to sit in a room, all alone, with their thoughts and nothing to distract them for just 15 minutes. Well, brace yourselves. Many found the experience so uncomfortable they'd rather give themselves a jolt of electricity than endure the stillness of their own minds. This reveals just how overstimulated we've become. Silence feels like a daunting challenge instead of the haven we secretly crave. It's ironic we long for peace, yet the quiet can leave us fidgety. Let's dive into why, if solitude is so rejuvenating, we often shy away from it. This phenomenon, known as the mirror of solitude, is key. In the absence of distractions, there's a glaring spotlight on yourself, illuminating your fears, doubts, and memories you've tucked away. With the inner critic taking center stage, it's much more appealing to swipe through social media than to confront these painful truths. But here's the kicker: facing that silence can open the door to clarity and understanding. Walking through this discomfort is the seedbed of transformation where real insights flourish. The plot thickens. We might wonder, if solitude has such profound benefits, how much is actually healthy? Can too much alone time become detrimental? Hold that thought because we'll come back to it. But first, let's explore the emotional whirlwind that spurs our desire to withdraw and disconnect. Have you ever felt the pressure of yet another invitation or text rolling in, only to cringe inside and think, not right now? Do I need a breather? That inner voice isn't just being lazy. It's your nervous system pleading for some much-needed balance. Think about it. Social interactions, even the fun ones, can be a roller coaster of stimulation. After all, every laugh and chat comes with an underlying energy, and our bodies can tire of that constant buzz. It's like ordering a delicious cake, only to find out you've been given an endless buffet instead. That moment of resistance isn't about unwillingness. It's a call for some zen-like solitude to regroup. Embracing that space isn't just self-care, it's a prescription for a well-functioning mind. Alone time can be a delightful counterbalance in our jittery lives. Picture this: a painter, brush in hand, working passionately on a canvas. Each stroke is a testament to creativity, yet if the artist never steps back, they might just miss the masterpiece forming before them. Solitude is that crucial step back, a moment to breathe, to survey the whole picture and acknowledge life's intricate patterns and connections. Without it, we're like lost travelers, wandering through endless details but blind to the grand design. Now, let's chat about the science behind our need for solitude. Neuroscientists have revealed that when we take time to chill without external distractions, our brains kick into gear, activating the default mode network. This fancy term refers to the cerebral region associated with memory, imagination, and self-reflection. Essentially, your brain uses alone time to connect the dots between past, present, and future experiences. Ever noticed how the best insights strike while you're shampooing your hair or strolling through the park? It's not wizardry, it's how our minds work. However, let's not sugarcoat everything. Too much solitude can backfire like a chef who oversalts their masterpiece. Just as food is best enjoyed in moderation, solitude needs balance too. When we seek alone time for restoration, it's a rejuvenating spa day for the soul. But when it becomes a tool for avoidance, shutting ourselves away completely can deepen feelings of loneliness. The key question is, are we seeking solitude to grow and reflect, or hiding from life's challenges? This is where intention matters. Ask yourself, what does your craving for solitude indicate? What are you being nudged to confront? In a bizarre twist, embracing solitude often leads us back to connect with others more meaningfully. Research indicates that those who invest time in solitude typically cultivate deeper empathy, sharper focus, and richer relationships. When you know yourself well, you can engage with others without losing your identity, a double whammy for connection. And if you've ever felt a twinge of guilt for wanting that precious alone time, shake it off. Solitude isn't selfish, it's self-sustaining. Think of it as pruning your branches to ensure they thrive, strengthening your roots to flourish when you rejoin the world. It isn't about isolating yourself from life, but rather about stepping back for a moment of reflection, helping you embrace life more authentically and on your own funky terms. Now, on to the big question. Why do so many of us struggle to carve out solo time? It's puzzling, right? Every time you contemplate some quiet space, life storms in with a circus of distractions. There's guilt in taking a pause, alongside the nagging shoulders that pull us into the endless to-do list. Balancing the desire for solitude against the world's cacophony feels like a juggling act on a unicycle. How do we tip the scales in favor of a little alone time? We've all been trained to chase visibility, social media likes, bustling chatter, the race to be productive. Time alone? That's like a ninja in the shadows, rarely recognized. It doesn't earn applause or show up on feeds. But just like the secret, sprawling roots of a tree, solitude is crucial beneath our hectic lives. It's the sturdy base that holds everything else up. Without it, we'd be teetering on the edge of collapse. When we crave alone time, it's like our inner GPS saying, "Hey, press pause. Listen to yourself for a change." Sure, at first, we might roll our eyes and shove it aside, drowning it in distractions. But ignore it long enough, and it transforms into a nagging whisper that grows into a pulsing demand for just a slice of silence. Seriously, that longing for stillness isn't a sign of weakness. It's your mind gasping for fresh air amidst the chaos. From dawn to dusk, our lives are shaped by an unending stream of noise from everyone else. Buzzer notifications greeting you first thing, friends, and ads all clamoring for your attention. It's exhausting. Even our thoughts often just reflect someone else's influences. Solitude conveniently yanks the emergency brake, allowing us to locate that elusive thought that's genuinely ours. Without it, we risk becoming just another voice in the clamor. Alone time not only helps you find your voice, it also delivers a crash course in authenticity. When we're surrounded, we often wear masks and perform like seasoned actors adhering to an unspoken script. But in solitude, oh, the stage lights dim, and you can simply exist. It's where that refreshingly raw honesty shines through, revealing who you are in sweet solitude, with no audience. It's not always a comfortable reflection, but it's refreshingly real, a rarity in a world of facades. Here's the good stuff. Scientists have unearthed a juicy secret about solitude. It's like a brain gym, triggering those regions that help manage emotions, foster focus, and strengthen willpower. Toss in the musings of poets and sages who've long regarded solitude as a sumptuous spiritual feast, and voila! You've struck a miraculous balance between science and mystery, practicality and transcendence. The craving for alone time taps into something deeper than mere rest. It's a thirst for connection to something grander. Now, ever pause to notice how solitude becomes a magic carpet ride when you're out in nature? Picture this, a serene stroll through the woods or a peaceful moment by the shore. These are not mere coincidences. The tranquility of nature enhances our inner solitude, allowing us to bask in blissful moments of reflection and release. It's as if the universe orchestrates these encounters to help us unplug and truly recharge our spirit. So next time you feel that twitch to grab your phone or chase another social clout, remember the primal wisdom wrapped in those quiet moments alone. Embrace the stillness. Dive deep into that space where you can rediscover yourself. In the end, It's the moments of solitude that blossom into the most beautiful revelations. After all, true growth often happens in the stretches of silence that lie between the noise of daily life. Biologists have a fascinating theory that humans have evolved to manage their emotions while basking in the serenity of nature. Just think about it. Nature's soothing sounds, from soft rustling leaves to babbling brooks, act as natural soothing agents for our overstimulated nervous systems. So, while you might be lounging solo in a forest or park, it doesn't feel like loneliness. It feels more like you're having a heart-to-heart with Mother Earth herself. Now, let's talk about the magic number for alone time. Spoiler alert, it varies for everyone. Some folks thrive on hours of solitude each day, while others feel rejuvenated by a brisk walk or just a few moments of peace in the morning. The key: it's all about quality, not quantity. If your alone time turns into mindless scrolling, your soul won't get that cozy boost it desperately craves. True solitude invites you to be present, letting thoughts flow like an unpredictable river instead of bolting for the nearest exit. Here's where the plot thickens. Solitude does wonders for how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. After you've enjoyed a good chunk of alone time, you return to your relationships, radiating a refreshing energy. Less dependency, less reactivity, just a better vibe overall. Instead of using others as emotional crutches, you engage with them from a place of fullness. This revisited connection transforms the dynamics. Friendships become richer, love grows freer, and conversations blossom with authenticity. But wait, solitude isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes, the quiet stirs up buried emotions and memories you'd rather keep locked away under a pile of laundry. Those moments can be downright uncomfortable, but they're also incredibly enlightening. Solitude acts like a spotlight, illuminating the parts of our being that long for attention. Faced with yourself, you begin the incredible, albeit challenging, journey of becoming whole again. Picture this: your life as a grand library, each day packing in new books filled with diverse thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Without solitude, those shelves become a chaotic mess of clutter and confusion. Good luck finding anything in there. But when you take time for yourself, it's like having a quiet librarian come in, organizing every title and making space for what's really essential. And voila! Suddenly, meaning and clarity shine through amidst the disarray. Ah, the paradox of solitude. We crave it, yet we also fear judgment for needing it. Ever found yourself sheepishly saying, "Sorry, I can't make it tonight. Just need some me time?" It's as if you inadvertently broke the social rules of our bustling world. In a culture obsessed with business, taking a break can be misconstrued as antisocial behavior. But here's a thought: perhaps those who truly honor their need for solitude are the very ones who return ready to contribute wholeheartedly to everything around them. So, here's the deal: embrace the art of solitude, and don't be surprised if you feel unique transformations bubbling up inside you. It may take some time to get comfy with the quiet, but with patience, your every experience might just take its rightful place on the shelf of your beautifully curated inner library. You'll emerge with a newfound clarity, eager to share all the warmth you cultivated with yourself. Now, that's a win-win. Ah, the curious craving for solitude. At first glance, it might seem like a reclusive retreat, but it's far more poetic. Think of it as your soul waving a little flag, saying, "Hey, I need a breather." It's not about putting up walls or turning down social invitations. It's about tuning into your internal playlist. Because let's be real, if you can't vibe with yourself, how can you possibly vibe with anyone else? When you embrace solitude, it's like prepping for an epic reunion. You're gearing up to meet your true self, the version of you that's not clouded by life's incessant noise. Imagine catching up with a long-lost friend who knows you inside and out. That's the magic. Meeting yourself means you can meet others on a deeper level too. Let's face it, No one wants to attend a party where the host forgot their own name. But wait, there's more. Solitude isn't just a self-serving act, it's a cosmic connection. Many folks who enjoy a quiet moment describe feeling part of something grander, as if they're dancing in sync with the universe. Whether you call it nature, divine consciousness, or universal energy doesn't matter. What's crucial is understanding that solitude often invites you through a mystical door to something beyond yourself. And guess what? This is why monks and mystics have historically sought out silence not as a getaway, but as an enlightening arrival. Imagine taking a step into silence and suddenly realizing you're touching the infinite. It's a whimsical and enlightening notion. So, the next time that subtle longing for solitude tickles your fancy, don't shove it aside in favor of a Netflix binge. Instead, give it some love and honor that urge. Trust me, within those quiet moments lies a profound clarity, a kind of clarity that's as rare as a unicorn at a traffic stop. And it's not just clarity we're talking about. Within that beautifully orchestrated silence rests the wisdom you won't find in the loudest concert or the craziest party. Go ahead, explore that stillness. It's in that tranquil space where you'll nurture the most vital relationship you'll ever encounter, the one you have with yourself. Spoiler alert, it's where the magic happens. Desiring solitude is not a flaw. It's like having an emotional superpower, a form of intelligence and care. It shows a loving commitment to yourself, ensuring you're fully present for the world and all its delightful chaos. It's a love letter to life, wrapped in all its depth and deliciously tangled mystery. So listen to that inner yearning. Let it guide you into the serene arms of silence. Because sometimes, the most meaningful conversations happen when it's just you, yourself, and your delightful thoughts. There may be no one else in the room, but that's when the real magic brews. So go forth, seek those moments of delightful solitude, and remember, sometimes the quietest whispers hold the loudest truths.